Hello everybody, today's trade cap for February 18th, 2026, and today took one trade on Pltr for around a $3,200 win, so very nice trade, right? Kind of gonna talk about my entries and my exits, right? Very nice trade. Pretty much what the market did today. So this is a very good video for people that are kind of struggling. And like, let's be honest, right? Options trading is extremely hard, right? You have to be extremely picky, right? You see me only taking 1 to 2 trades a day, sometimes 3, but like those are a little bit smaller size. But you have to be very picky and know what's high probability and low probability. So let's get into the video. So let me start this video by saying, right, entire trading session live, recorded. So entire session live, right? Literally recorded live with the time at the bottom. So you can't make this shit up, right? Called out pretty much every single name. You can kind of hear my analysis, price action, talked about key levels, and also to find this video, it's on my YouTube. And also to join my server, I also have a kind of my own thread for this, right? Live trading. So I'm gonna make it public for now, but I guess once my server gets a little bit bigger, I'll kind of private these videos on YouTube and kind of make it server only for these live trading ones. But yeah, so let's get right into the video. So as usual, we're gonna always see what QQ Inspire are doing, right? Indices, we have to know what we're doing, where we're opening up. We have what the context of the market is. So right, where are we opening in the market? So clearly, right, we're kind of near our previously high level on QQQ and SPY. So now there's two scenarios I want to see on QQ and SPY, which I'll actually kind of just talk over on what I just typed in Discord, right? This is more of a trade recap, not like a market recap. So this is the charts I sent in the morning. So let's see. Sent the charts, tech names and indices. So small bounce from yesterday. Want to see us reclaim our previously high level on QQ and SPY. Main watches will be Nvidia above pre-market high and Palantir above pre-market high. So if you show weakness going under pre-market low on QQ and SPY, AMD shorts under the 196. So pretty straightforward day, right? Just based off the pre-market price action, higher time frame, I pretty much can make the thesis very simply, right? How do we know Palantir? Simply because we're above our previously high, pretty strong gap up. And then Nvidia, same thing, we're above our previously high, and also we're above our previously high, right? So simply just want to see us now get above our pre-market high for a push to the upside of those names, right? So as usual, want to see QQ Inspire doing. So as I said in the previous Discord recap, right? I want to see QQ and SPY get above our previous high level, which is right here. Same on QQ above that previous high level to show that we're kind of bullish for the day, so I can kind of have extra confluence where I'm trading tech names. Or else if we come back down, I will look to short names. So if we ended up having this type of price action, right? We end up doing this. Then I look to short names, right? Especially QQ and SPY had more room down to these lows over here, previous day's lows. So we end up having that nice move to the upside. And if you guys want to see, right, a live breakdown, again, literally easily the best like information possible in these videos. Of course, it's not good for beginners because this is not a beginner. Like I talk about like the concepts of stuff I'm talking about are not beginners, because trading is not beginner friendly, right? We know this. You have to know what you're doing to be a profitable trader, right? You have to understand and like not do stupid shit. So very good video. I wish I could like kind of go over it, but the problem about this video is that the audio, yeah, you guys can hear the audio if I go over this, but entry right here. But if you guys kind of skip the entry, then you're gonna miss out all the information, kind of how I'm kind of like making my theses for these trades, right? But yeah, so let's go get into the video. So let me go to the Palantir trade. Let me just talk about the breakdown. Simply strong price action above pre-market high. We got a pullback, strong price action, enter calls, stop loss below this pre-market high level. Very simple, very straightforward entry, right? Because I was patient enough to wait for QQQ and SPY to kind of show a bullish uptrend, right? So at this area, right, we can kind of see 844, right? We see on QQQ and SPY what's happening 844, right? 844, QQQ and SPY are kind of above our previously high levels, right? So I was anticipating, right, 844, right? SPY is above our previously high level. So SPY was looking bullish for the day because we're above our previous high level. QQ a little bit lagging behind, but Palantir was breaking above our pre-market high with strong price action, and we're already bullish for the higher time frame because we're above our previously high. So kind of all those little things together, I can kind of make a thesis and kind of interpret that this is going to be a high probability trade with the price action, and if I can get a pullback with showing strong price action at that level, right? So enter calls right at the candle closure. If you guys watch the trade recap, literally called it out. Route entered. Enter the candle closure of this candle. Stop loss below this 137.44, which I don't even know. Oh, pre-market high, which is our pre-market high level, right? So very simple entry, right? Just because I was patient and waited for that move, that price action confirmation. And so TPs, right, hourly highs and key areas of liquidity on the higher time frame. Very nice, right? You can kind of see these levels held perfectly. Literally, resistance broke out, turned to support, perfect retest, and then we hit these final TPs very beautifully, right? So that's pretty much trade cap, right? Today was a very nice day if you knew which names to trade, right? As an options trader, right? If you're trading QQ Spy by yourself, also a very kind of easy day. But when you're trading tech names, right? This is like an edge, but like a double sword edge, right? Either you know which names are good to trade or high probability, or you're trading trash names you're gonna lose, right? So this is like an edge that like I kind of know that I have in the markets is knowing which name to trade, which name is showing strong price action, which name is above key levels, which name is below key levels, which name is below a higher time frame levels, which name is showing bearish price action, right? Which names are showing bearish price action with QQ and SPY. So as you can see, there's a lot of things you kind of have to understand. But yeah. So well, how long has it been? 5 minutes? Damn, it's been pretty short. But yeah, so markets are still kind of damn. It's only 2:30. Okay, it's been. I feel like this day has been so long. I guess I don't know. But yeah, no. So no trades. No one should be trading this late, anyways. Right? Um, had a bigger pullback. I guess we had news, the FOMC minutes. So we of course had like a bigger pullback from that data probably. But yeah, so pretty much one trade today. Very, very nice day, right? I even, yeah, so literally, I'll let me just review it in Discord. Let me, right? Penalty calls on watch. Even in the watch list, I called it out because the price action her time frame was good. Um, in penalty calls on watch, in Palantir calls, also record this live, 30%, and Palantir 60% at that high. Nice day today. Was patient, trusted levels. Recorded a live training session that's over 40 minutes long. So again, I'm gonna say this again. What the fuck? I'm gonna say this again, right? If you guys are just kind of, you guys need to learn, right? I'm telling you, these live training sessions are literal gold, and I know they're gold, right? Of course, right now, right? I'm like irrelevant right, as we speak, no views, like, I'm gonna be honest, right? But in the future, I'm gonna private these videos, these live training session videos, because they're actually very, very informational. I'm probably gonna make them private only in the future. For now, I'm kind of just doing everything right, but yeah, no, insane value in these videos. I literally leak every single concept and strategy I use. Right? Imagine a person that's been training for 5 years just giving out everything. Like so much value. Of course, even if you like learn from the best trader possible, if you do stupid shit and you're still not patient, disciplined, and you don't know what works, you're gonna lose money in the markets. Right? You can have everything right and still lose in the markets. Right? That's why trading is not just about your setup and your system and like your entries. It's also about psychology and how you manage your risk and how you size appropriately, right? That's also the kind of like discretionary part about trading, which kind of takes a long time to master and kind of learn. And also, it's not something that you can master because you have to keep adapting over and over again. Market conditions change time to time. You have to understand what is low probability and what is high probability, and that's something you kind of learn from just trading so much, right? Like for example, right? Let me make this video longer than it already has to be, right? Look at Tesla. Look at this price action on Tesla. Like this is absolutely horrendous price action. We can clearly see buyers are defending this previous day low, this pre-market low level, right? Like look at this. But you should not be trading Tesla as an options trader in this range, right? Very, very choppy price action, right? Maybe until we break above or below our levels, then you might want to trade this name, right? QQ Spire also bearish. But otherwise, you're not going to be trading this name at all, right? Or else you're just going to be stuck in chop for so long, right? So you have to be able to identify very quickly what name is like showing good price action, what name is showing bad price action, right? Which areas you want to be trading the name above or below is very important. You have to have criteria on the names you trade. Um, but yeah, so again, right, watch that live trading session. Literally insane fucking value, literally insane. But yeah, that's per trade cap. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys have any questions or join Discord down below and just comment in the trading chat. But yeah, finish the trade cap. And peace.